It's Limitless again. I haven't made a video on this account in a while for, YouTube and all that, so sorry about that. Just thought I'd make a quick little Warframe video to basically give you guys an idea for farming strategies and whatnot that really don't take a whole lot. The worst for this build is probably going to be that I use a max prime flow and a max transient fortitude. I don't have any other rank 10 mods on this chroma. But yeah, so chroma will make this really easy. We're just going to farm this here Kadesh. Even though it's, what is it, primarily a Grenier planet? Yeah, maybe Corpus. Anyway, dark sectors is going to be infested. As you can see in the right, we've got morphic, salvage, gallium, and field drawn samples that are easy enough to farm here. So, I'll get into it, but I'll just make mention that the chroma I'm using for this has no formas at all. It's got a, the reactor that doubles all your points. So it's got that, but it does not have an Exilus slot open. I left that closed. Then past that, I'm just going to be using a few things here.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
I'm going to be
I know that an acolyte is here somewhere. Keep poking around until it tries to kill you.
Okay, I had no idea
It's
there was
here.
an acolyte here.
Find it and hurt it.
But anyway. And so first things first, large team energy restore. Guess we'll have to play with him a little bit. That's really not cool that he has that ability. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was really not expecting this at all. The name of the game is pretty much surviving. He really is not any kind of tank build right now, this chroma. He's really just a low point effigy build. This is a heck of a way to start off the video. And this dude really does not know how to chill out. He didn't like that too much, apparently. Yeah, this is the quanta. This I do have formed up pretty good, but for me, the quanta is really just a fun weapon. It's not like a serious farm weapon or anything like that. This might be the worst I've ever seen one of these acolytes cheat though. Going so hard on this. I've never seen him use his commander stolen ability. It's kind of funny, kind of fun too. I think he's still yet to land a hit, which is nice. But he's doing everything he can to cheat his way through this fight. So yeah, sorry, this is going to add some extra time to this video. But as you can see, those quanta explosive cubes actually do some pretty decent damage. Well, look at that, he finally got a hit. Oh, I got the mod. Got one hit in and he freaked out. Alright,
that's all. Do me a favor. Find it again and
that's
give it
over.
another drubbing.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was kind of fun. Wasn't expecting it. That's why you can see my HP and shields are only 300. But anyway. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get in here. So, before I was interrupted, like I was saying, I'm going to use large team energy restores. And I'm going to be using a Vapor Spectre along with my effigy. I could use these, but to avoid extra resource drain on you guys, I'm not going to be using any of the air support charges, even though I'm using the Xiphos ship right now, which provides you a little turret gun. It's automated, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I'll just pop 2 of these here. You don't have to do it quite like that. But I'll have a nice little horde in here by the time I'm ready, so. So there's the effigy. Now I'm gonna toss down my Vapor Spectre. Yep, it's a Rhino Prime, and I need you over here, buddy. I hate that Rhino charge he does when he comes out sometimes. The idea is I want him somewhere nearby. That way the effigy can somewhat protect him. Okay, you know what? That's fine. He can sit there if he wants to. He's Rhino charged twice, now he should be out of energy. I was kind of hoping he'd use, you know, half his energy for the Iron Skin, but it's whatever. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's why, as you can see, I'm carrying, you know, roughly 200 of them. But anyway, I guess a quick tip for you guys. The Vapors, they scale to like the lowest enemy level. The Vapors are the weakest, followed by what? Phase, Force, and Cosmic Specters. I believe Cosmic Specters are easily the strongest, getting something like 10 levels over the enemy spawn, you know, when they're first spawned in. So gives them time to grow out, you know. So anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm not going crazy. I'm not really taking kills with this. I'm just kind of grabbing the resource. As you can see, I was able to pick all that up just like that. Pretty nice, pretty convenient. If we want to head over here, you can see the total kills are I'm at 63 at the moment. I've already got 2 Morphics and 1520 salvage. So it's pretty easy there. I'll get credits because of the effigy. Him killing kind of creates credits on death of enemies. So yeah, this is going to be like a pretty easy road to like solo 20 or 30 or something like that. Without having to do a whole ton. So basically, like, as I'm going to attempt to show you, every 5th round when you're going to have to choose whether you want to leave or continue, you're going to want to wait this time out, because whatever you decide,
now or continue fighting?
It'll take it immediately because it's solo mode. So I like to wait it out a little bit and let the energy pad give me some hits, and then I hit battle.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to
that
extract
way my
will appear
FG will be
soon.
ready, you know, I'll be fully energized again. And as far as this goes, that and picking up resources is pretty much all my involvement for a while. And my Spectre, he's a Rhino Prime outfitted with a Secura Penta, a Static Core, and the Nikana Prime. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish that we didn't have to give them a weapon of all types, but you do. So it'd be nice to see, you know, maybe a Vapor Spectre out there going ham on the Static Core or something, but oh well. The Secura Penta is actually pretty strong, so it's nice. And when the enemies get close, he's not afraid to whip out the Nikana Prime, so it works decently enough. He's not necessarily meant to replace another player, but he can be helpful. And another thing I should mention, at some points he'll take health damage and all that, and he'll probably get enough time to restore health. Normally they will not restore health, neither will the turrets and all that, but on this no forma build I happen to have one slot open for the regular mobs, and the Exilus slot is still blocked off like I mentioned before. So I was able to fit all but one normal slot. And the aura mod he's using is Rejuvenation, and I do have a coaction drift on to boost that. You can see right here at the bottom it shows my Rejuvenation aura mod. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun little idea for a video, so why not? Something easy for maybe my bros or some people I meet that I end up befriending or something like that, or just anybody who happens to find out these videos and maybe needs a helping hand. So, as you can see, this really isn't all that an elaborate of a strategy, you know. If anything, it's possible noob strategy / lazy. So as you can see, they're dropping resources pretty decently here. It's a dark sector, so there's increased experience and resource drops and all that stuff. There we go. Another one bites the dust. There's some more Morphics. So, one more thing I should mention about this is that I always like to roll with resource boosters and all that on. So I've got 3,502 salvage and 8 Morphics by now. And it's just the start of round 10. Now, I mention that because they do double the resources that I pick up. And supposedly increase the drop chance, but I don't know. Sometimes it seems like it's good, sometimes not really, so I don't really put a whole lot of stock in that booster. I just happen to use it because I made a lot of clout selling legendary cores. Got my energy plate, because I think he just killed the last guy.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
It's wave 10. There's not been any problems yet, so.
Continue to defend.
And you really don't have to use the Tenospector like I am. It's just something that I like to do. So. I went to all the effort of making, you know, a couple hundred of them, so why not? Yeah, there is something I'll mention about the Tenospectors. Sometimes they get caught, and it seems like an infinite reload loop, where they just do nothing but reload over and over and over again, even if they're getting attacked. When that happens, you generally have to change their location, so I suppose it might work if you were to do something like Loki switch teleport, you know, or Valkyrie Rift Line, something like that. I have not tried those. They're just potentials in case somebody does want to try that. I know what I do. Keep him in that spot. I have to give him the command with the action button down there to say hold position. So when he gets in one of those loops, and he does from time to time, I tend to hit the follow again, so he'll follow me, and then I move him just a little bit and have him hold position again. He'll usually start firing with his secure attempt right now, so it's a pretty easy fix. I'll mention one more thing because it's actually quite new, but that Stalker Acolyte that I fought in the very beginning, as you saw, you know, they like to teleport you and all that. Well, earlier I was playing with one of my brothers, and something kind of interesting happened. He ended up downing my bro, so I went to revive him. He teleported me away. I ignored it. I went right back to revive him. He teleported me again, but this time I was stuck in... I guess you could say it was some kind of permanent revive loop where all I could do was I could throw out things from my gear wheel right here without actually any of the animations, so that was kind of interesting. But I couldn't move, I couldn't roll, you know, I could move the camera, but my character was stuck in his place trying to revive nothing. So what I found out was that if I used one of these Nardos, then he would pop out of that by doing the dance. That was pretty helpful because then I was able to get out of the glitch and all that. But something interesting to note along with that is that when I got glitched like that, I had one of these sentry guns out. And he got glitched inside the sentry gun and he wouldn't move until I did. So, another interesting thing to try out.
Extraction is ready.
Ooh.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to
I
defend.
got talking a bit there when I should have been
for your
dropping
bravery.
energy. I'll just drop my extra and make up for the time a bit. You can see though, the Temno Spectre had it pretty well there. He offered me some pretty decent cover. One more thing I will mention to you. If you stand up on one of these like this, and you kneel down, that actually gives your carrier a bit of an extra range for his vacuum. So sometimes resources will drop or something like that, and he'll manage to pull them in, when sometimes he can't when you're standing up. Just something to note. Yeah, we're on wave 17. We haven't had any cause for worry yet, so it's a pretty decent strategy for sure. It's what is this, Kadesh on Mars? It's a level 10 to 20 area if you didn't see before, but it's alright. Wave 17, the enemies should be leveling up a little bit. Okay, that's a Swarm Mutalisk Moa at level 27. As you can see, my Rhino Spectre is still level 12. But with this Secura Penta with a base of 375 blast damage, and I believe it's, what, 75 impact damage? With all of that, he handles pretty well, so it takes a while for him to get slaughtered, especially with that effigy. There you go. A little footage of him using his mechanic time a little bit. Well, it finally happened. I was waiting for that. That's one thing I sorely hate. When one of those guys, like that Caustic Xmas there, comes in, he lays down his, we'll call it what, destructive aura. And he starts pushing everything. Even if he doesn't kill it, it still has to move. Very annoying. But not impossible to get around, just be prepared for when that happens. So anyway, I've demonstrated my point pretty well, so I'm going to be cutting the stream at 20. We're getting there pretty good. That looks like a Swarm Mutalisk Moa is down at 2 more levels. They're almost level 30 now. It means the Xmas and all that are 30 and above now, so. My level 12 Spectre's holding out pretty well. As you've seen throughout the video, he's got no problem going ham with that Secura Penta. Runner's now 31 on wave 20. So now they're just one level above the maximum Warframe level. And even without my help, that Chroma Effigy and the Rhino Prime Spectre are holding this down like it's nothing. Alright.
Reinforcements available. Do you very impressive,
Pretty
Tenno.
easy.
You held them all back. Time to get out of
I
here.
got my embedded catalyzer from that that Stalker Acolyte. And take a bit better of a look at this. As you can see, I cleared, over what, 44k credits. I got a Tower 2 Exterminate key, 8.5k salvage, 12 Morphix, 4 Gallium, 4 field run samples. I got some simple little mods, some cruddy fusion cores, things like that. And if you look at the stats, I got 477 kills and I wasn't even killing. As you can see, it can be a pretty effective method. So to anybody who watches this, thanks for watching and have a great day.